BB851, turn right, heading 180. 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
In a time usually meant for spreading festive cheer, the aviation industry is back struggling following the new variant sweeping widely across the world. My plans to be with my partner for the first time since the pandemic have now been cancelled just 4 days out from departure, and many others are experiencing the very same thing now, attempting to see their loved ones, friends, or much more. For Lufthansa, it has been revealed that they'll cancel 33,000 flights initially, which is roughly 10% of their flight plan amid the pandemic, and this is the worst possible news and comes as they've seen a rapid downturn in bookings for January and February, as much uncertainty is present regarding travel with potential restrictions being imposed as cases do indeed skyrocket, not just in Germany but across the world, and that is putting a major effect on people's confidence levels regarding travel. The reports are thanks to a local German newspaper based in Frankfurt, where the Lufthansa CEO noted their concerns regarding the rising tensions and just general lack of certainty. Of course, the cut in 33,000 flights is really only an initial cancellation. This could rise if situations were to, say, worsen, and they do generally expect this number to grow due to the weak demand and basically more people cancelling their bookings than booking new flights for this specific time period. What is required, though, is that they still do operate a set amount of services in this winter, so they're able to retain their landing and takeoff slots into airports. These are very important and significant slots for the airline. While other features of a business are massively important, slots are one of, if not the most critical feature to an airline. They basically allow a carrier to have lucrative timings for services, while generally allowing flights to sync up with other airlines they're code-sharing or in partnership with to destinations around the world. It's most definitely a logistical minefield, working everything perfectly, and slots to key airports like Heathrow are very, very tough to come by. When acquired, they can cost tens and tens of millions of dollars. Say, the smaller the airport, or maybe the more unpopular time for a flight at a big airport, the cheaper the slot will be. As an example, acquiring a slot into London Stansted or London Luton would be a lot cheaper than that of flying into London Heathrow. It would also most likely be easier to acquire, but naturally, getting a slot into Heathrow has a lot more benefits than potentially Stansted. For Lufthansa, throughout this pandemic, they've been one of the more vocal carriers, but generally more vocal groups when it comes to changes being imposed at the airline to secure the long-term future of their operations. They've been, I guess you could say, transparent. This includes not just laying off employees and downsizing their overall business, but the removal of particular aircraft within the operations, which they did not hesitate in announcing very, very early on. Some could argue potentially too early on, as we've seen a number of these aircraft return back to operations, even if it is only for a temporary period, but nevertheless, they've been very transparent. What are your thoughts on the situation at Lufthansa, obviously cancelling 30,000 plus flights and expecting more will come, as they're seeing a rapid downturn in demand for the travel period upcoming? You can let me know down in the comment section below. Thanks very much for watching. Do take care, be safe. It is Christmas Eve here now, so I'd like to extend a very Merry Christmas Eve to anyone that may be celebrating, and of course, Happy Holidays if you are not.